Hey, this is John from Bravo Company Digital. We do lead generation for commercial cleaning companies, and I probably had a call with you or had a call scheduled. We didn't link up or something to that effect. Um, and I'm sending this out to you so you know how our process works or to maybe reemphasize the things we talked about during the call. I get this question a lot. What do you guys actually do? How do you do it? So I'm going to try to be as quick as possible. That's why I'm talking fast. I'm going to try to show you our process, and we'll go from there, okay? So first, we have categories. Okay, we'll pull a big list. Like some people like apartments, some people don't. Some people like condos, some people don't. But we'll put everything we can think of within reason, right? Somewhere between 10 and 30 different types of things, right? The big things. Some people like restaurants or don't like restaurants. Apartments, not everyone wants industrial, of course. We'll do industrial. Industrial appointments are hard to get though, so I don't want callers calling on industrial appointments all day, right? And then we go, okay, where do you serve? Tampa, uh, Clearwater, maybe Largo, um, maybe Lutz. We put that in there, okay? And you can see how this spreadsheet's working is we have categories and we have cities, and from that it gives me some search terms. Okay, so right now, um, where did my mouse go? Right now it gives us, was that 20 search terms. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take those search terms and I'm going to go to Google Maps Extractor. We don't actually use Google Maps Extractor anymore, but if you want to do it by yourself, that's what I recommend you go to. Now we use Appify. It's a little more complicated, but it works. What do those things do? Google Maps or Gmaps Extractor and Appify, the system we use, takes all of these. Let's do one at a time. Gym near Clearwater, Florida, and goes to Google Maps and it types in gym near Clearwater, Florida, and it puts all these in a spreadsheet. So it'll say Clearwater Beach Fitness, this address, this phone number, and then it'll go to the next one. Bent Bar Gym, this address, this phone number. Rift Fitness, this address, this phone number, right? And then once it gets done with that, it'll go, to gym near Tampa, right? And it does the same thing. So that gives us a big thing of data, right? So then we get an Excel spreadsheet that's just got hundreds, more like than likely thousands and thousands of phone numbers. Okay, so then we clean those out, which this process isn't perfect, so there's going to be some junk in there, but we get it clean, and then the CRM slash dialer we use is called close.com. There's lots of them out there. We use them all. I hate them all. This is the one I hate the least right now. Okay, is close.com, and then our callers are going to cold call all these businesses. Okay, that's what they're going to do, and we're going to manage it. Okay. The next question we get is, hey, where do you find your callers? A lot of our callers we find from LinkedIn, hence why I just pulled up my LinkedIn. We get a lot of inbound people that want to work for us. We've got a really strong network out there, but most of it's through LinkedIn. We've got a database of thousands of callers as well, but most of the people we find are on LinkedIn, right? So then people go like, well, how do you actually manage your callers? This is what we do, okay? Our work hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 to 6 EST, and then Friday, 9 to 1. The reason we do that is we used to have normal hours, but we very rarely got leads or appointments at the end of the day on Friday, so we just adjusted. Every morning we have a 9 a.m. huddle where everyone's got to be there with their camera on, and we also do training during that time. In the middle of the day, we do a 1 p.m. status check where we look at all the numbers and see where people are and see if people need additional training or additional teaching, coaching, mentoring, right? 6 p.m. we have end of day results. We usually start that 5:30, 5:45. We'll start that meeting and we'll go over how many calls did you do today and what were the results, how many appointments or how many leads depending on what account you're working on, right? So we monitor call volume and results constantly. Okay, we have I wouldn't say we have high turnover, but it probably takes us, we have to interview 10 or 20 and we have to hire 5 to 10 to get a really good caller that sticks with us. Okay. In the commercial cleaning space, if people are trying to get appointments, they are gold for 5 appointments per week, but the minimum standard is 3 appointments per week. Okay, so people, they're not going to stay with us if they're not getting at least 3 appointments per week, and the goal is 5 appointments per week. Okay, our conversion is going to be somewhere between 150 to 300 calls for 1 appointment. So do a little math there. People are going to be doing 750 to 1,000 calls on average, depending on um, their conversion data. Okay, so that's it. Let me quit sharing for a moment. Hopefully, all this worked. All I was all I'm trying to do with this is go. If you are curious about how we how our process works, that's it, right? I we used to send we've sent millions of cold emails. Just doesn't work as good. I wish we could use AI. I wish I had this fancy Venn diagram. We used to do all that stuff about like, hey, this is how it goes, and ultimately none of that works as good as this. Cold calling in very high volume. So we try to hire really good. We try to get good data. We try to hire really good cold callers, and then we try to hold them to a very high standard. Um, Someone on a call today asked me, "Hey John, what makes you stand out?" And I said these two things, so I'll leave you with these two things. One is me and my business partner Adam, both military guys. I went to the United States Military Academy at West Point. Having high character, living by the Army values, doing what's right, having high integrity is really really important to us. Where a lot of lead gen companies are going to resell all their leads and appointments, we never resell. You always have one caller that's fully dedicated to you. So high character, that's number one. And then number two is high volume calling works. It works better than anything else. Having a team that's all doing high volume cold calling is very, very difficult to do. Most people cannot do that. They can't. We turn into kind of like an HR company, right? A human resource company, because we are constantly having to hire, manage, mentor all these callers to produce at a high level to try to make sure our pricing doesn't go insane. Okay, so two big things: high integrity. Number two is our military background really helps us manage a team and lead a team to a high level. Again, John with Bravo Company Digital. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk soon.